Good evening. All right, we are here for the second set that I believe was posted for season 3 of the AoE League's 2v2 tournament. Got a Division C matchup here. Team Dark Knights versus Team Codex. Let's jump in. All right, Dark Knights, we've got in the blue and in the green. Here in the blue, we've got Manu Roki, did I pronounce that right, playing as the Britons, the archer player of this pairing. And Monaroki's teamed up here with Masiro. I, again, apologize, as always, for butchering names. I will do it often throughout the season. Apologies. All right, green, Monasiro playing as the Franks. So we've got probably the most classic Cav archer pairing in the game. Franks and Britons up against Dia Roja and Pieter Della. Here in the red, Dia Roja playing as the Burgundians, of course, one of the newer civs. He'll be surely the Cav player of the bunch. And here in yellow, Pieter Della playing as Mayans. So let's get a look at the maps here in the early stage. Not a lot going on, not a lot of action to follow. Always a good time to take a peek at the maps. Let's start here with Metaroki in the blue. Delicious, beautiful back gold. Can't complain about that. Two nice, safe back wood lines, a side wood line. This is horrific to attempt to wall, but you know what we'll probably see is some small walls out here, bring it into the TC, and then here probably just come straight to the house from that wood line. All things considered, on the New Arabia, not a bad map at all. All right, coming over here. Similar thing. You got 3 wood lines all bunched up on one side. This gold is, I mean, it's forward, but not terribly forward. You can certainly wall around that pretty easily. Nice safe berries. That's excellent when you are playing as the Cav player. You need access to those berries. With the forward berries, it makes it really vulnerable to early scout pushes. And then I assume we'll just see... And you could even just go with a wall from here to the TC. So you actually could go with a pretty small, compact wall here. Again, not a terrible map, all things considered, given the map gens on the New Arabia. Looking over here with our Burgundians player, Dia Roja. Look at that naughty ostrich. Hate those things, man. They just... You never know when they're going to go back. Sometimes you're pushing, you're right up on top of them. They decide to go back. Other times, you sit back from them for 5 seconds and they don't go anywhere. Very unpredictable, very annoying. Anyways, Burgundians player. Let's look at his map. Forward berries, not ideal. Gold's not terrible. Go with a little wall here, little wall here. Maybe bring that around. Yeah, not easy to wall those berries in. Maybe just go with small walls around the berries. And then for your bigger town walls, you wall to the TC here. And then maybe wall around to the TC up in here. Again, decent map. Not great, not terrible. Seen better, seen worse. Looking over here at the Mayans player, Pieter Della. Probably the best map of the bunch, honestly. This gold you can keep relatively safe, right? Just get some walls up in here. Berries are pretty safe. Even get a wall, you know, just outside that second gold. Drop a TC here eventually. You know, this would be a delicious TC spot as well at some point. Probably my favorite map of the bunch. Let's see the scouting for the players. So, Monaroki here just has noticed his counterpart. It's going to be an Archer v Archer matchup here on the south. Found the wood line, found one of the golds. Still poking around. Take a look over here for Dia Roja. Yep, still pushing Dia. Pretty standard for the Cav player in these team games. Let's take a look at our Mayans player. Yep, still scouting his own base. Pushing ostrich as well. One ostrich left to push. And let's take a final look at our green player. Ripperoni. Lost a scout under the town center. Not ideal, especially as the Cav player. That's one scout down. Those scout numbers matter quite a bit. But he is Franks, so they'll be fine. for the Burgundians player. I neglected to take a peek to see if the Burgundians player had gathered all of his eco resources at the start. Going for a 20 pop up with Burgundians makes me wonder if maybe maybe double bit axe was skipped. I'm not sure. Dropping the barracks here. What build did we have here for? Yeah, 20 pop scout build as well for green. So symmetrical builds for those two players. Meanwhile, over here, the Britons player going for looks like a 21 pop build. Also lost the scout. So it looks like both of the Dark Knights players lost their initial scout. That's unfortunate. And then a 22 pop. It's gonna be men at arms. We got 3 on gold. Don't think this would be men at arms. Let's take a look. Yeah, no men at arms here. This will be straight archers. Looks like straight archers on both sides. Range already coming down from the Britons player. Gold at the moment. Keep an eye on that. And on the scout production as well. 1 spear out here for Makiro. I'm just gonna call him Ma. Go with Ma, and we'll go with Manu. Ma and Manu, Dia Roja, and Pieter. Alright, here we go. Stables out. No scouts on the field at the moment. Let's make sure we get the right alignment up here. Second scout has just popped here for Dia Roja. Got 2 vills working on this wall. Fully walled up on the right, so just going to need to finish up this area. Like I said, could even just go with a real small wall right in that area. Keeping his scouts actually garrisoned in the stable. Let's take a look at the archer production. We got 2 range, no blacksmith down yet for our Britons player. Same thing, 2 range and blacksmith just now going down for our archer player. But the Britons player a few archers ahead at the moment. There's the blacksmith. So there's going to be a slight lead here for blue over yellow. But at the same time, it looks like Dia Roja with a little bit better scout production at the moment. Oh, no, never mind. 4 on 4. I thought we had 5. Alright, so green scouts coming down to blue. Wants to link up with the archers. Guessing they're going to go push here on Pieter. And let's see where these scouts just not quite walled yet. They could get in here. There are spears in the mix. Let's see what Dia Roja goes for. Not sure why he's attacking the wall. Maybe just assuming that Ma is fully walled. Look at this, moving out. So that army will be hitting soon. This could be a huge advantage for the Dark Knights. They've got their armies already linked up. And a long way off for Team Codex. So here we go. Eagle spots the group coming in. These archers are going to get caught out in the open. No fletching, no fletching. Yeah, these archers need to get back to their base immediately or else they're going to get pinched between this army. Scouts moving out to go help out their buddies. No upgrades on either of the scouts yet, but remember Frank's scouts had that extra HP, basically free bloodlines. And it needs to be careful here. Good, really nice micro there by Pieter. Not losing units, trying to bait the enemy into that TC. Not quite full walled here yet, though, so needs to be careful. Definitely has exposed wood lines these scouts could get in on. And, ooh, gets caught out there a little bit. Takes some unnecessary damage there. Still no fletching. So scouts are very competitive at the moment. And look at this. Here comes a lot of scouts here for Dia Roja. He's got 8 in the mix. No upgrades, though. Will they dive on this? I think they will. Archer advantage to blue. Scout advantage to red. We'll see who cleans. Fletching not in yet for either player. Just about in for blue. Blue's trying to avoid taking the fight until fletching comes in, but is not going to be able to. Dia Roja making the jump. Very few archers have been cleaned yet on either side. Let's see if Dia Roja can get this round. Yep, going for it, getting in behind. Has the hill advantage to boot. But nice micro there by Manu. Able to avoid taking a lot of archer fire. And now we got a pretty even fight in the mix. 13 archers to 12. All the scouts cleared. I think if you're Dark Knights, you got to be very happy with that. You had a smaller scout investment and came out pretty even with archer numbers. And now with the defender's advantage, actually is going to have more numbers. Fletching in for both players, no armor yet. That's where the action is at the moment. Take a peek. Whoa, a lot of spears on the field. 3 more scouts. So never mind my comments about a small investment there from Ma. All right. So we got nice looking micro from both players. Armor is in for both players. So still pretty even. 12 archers to 9 archers. Nice catch there. Catching that archer out sleeping. And let's take a quick look at the Vil numbers. So we've got 39 Vils for Diaroha, 35 for his teammate, 36 and 37 respectively for the Dark Knight. So basically even team Vil numbers at the moment. And at this point, no one has clicked up to Castle Age yet. Actually, Double Bit just now coming in for blue. So it looks like blue held off on that. Get those early archer numbers. Some scouts now in the mix. So there is a mixed army here. Yellow could be in a lot of trouble. Looks like red, the Roja here has stopped with the scouts production. Looking to get to Castle Age, has clicked. So dropping a second stable. Yeah, just 2, but this is a golden opportunity here for the Dark Knights. They could score a lot of damage here on yellow. Yeah, look at this. Still open here. This is obviously rangeable. It's going to be a little while before those knights come out. And Pieter is at a risk of having his entire army cleaned up. They could easily be pinched by these. Still no upgrades on those scouts, though. That's actually surprising given the investment that Ma put into those scouts. Nice job here by Pieter. Realizes that his army has a chance of getting caught out. Will get them safely back home, minus the one boy who bought some time. But look at this. They're going to break in. Knights will not be on the field yet for a couple more minutes. Yeah, Roja only 77% of the way up, so we're going to have a hell of a hold here from Pieter. Really nice micro there. These scouts not engaging yet. I think they don't know that this base is still completely open on that side. Castle also coming in for yellow and for green. And all right, there it is. Castle Age in for our Burgundians player. 2 stables. Let's see if he's going for the Cavalier upgrade. Is indeed. So it's going to be even longer before units are on the field. +2 armor coming in. Cavalier upgrade. Pieter still needs to hold, but I don't think he'll have any problem holding. He's going to have Expo here in just a few minutes. And obviously, quick wall behind these. And these archers going back home. They're worried about the knights. So I favor Codex's position here. They're going to have a huge power spike in just a couple minutes when they've got Expo on the field and Cavalier with +2 armor. I think that could be a golden opportunity to go hit one of the players, probably blue since he's closer to yellow's base, the non-mobile player. Be a nice opportunity. Green's gonna dive here. I guess Green's figuring not going to get much more value out of these scouts. Wants to get as much damage in as possible before the Expo upgrade is in. Actually, Expo... Okay, yeah, just now being researched. And let's take a quick look at military numbers. We've got 29 archers on the field for Manu, 27 for Pieter, and Knights, pardon me, Cavalier. Just starting to pop right now. That's not a hole, is it? So that's just DE graphic things. All right. So here we go. A nice army. Bodkin, +1 armor. Going to link up with these Cavalier. Actually, I think the Cavalier need to get there as soon as possible. They have a chance to put a massive hurt here on the Britons player. Time is absolutely of the essence, though. The Britons player 90% of the way up. Will have Expo very soon. They need to get in. They need to get damage right away. And yep, here come the Cavalier. Here come the archers. That gate will go down. Can Manu buy himself enough time to get the Expo upgrade in? He should be fine. He's got good numbers. 34 archers to 34 archers. And ooh, look at those sneaky boys. How'd they get in? Overchop? Yeah, overchop. All right, back to the action. Hill advantage here for blue. Expo is in. Bodkin just about in. It's going to be a good fight. Those Cavalier get in there, though, just as a small meat shield. They could definitely win this fight. Not sure what they're waiting on. Ooh, look at that. Good numbers of knights, +2 armor on those as well. So, yeah, I do think this is the right call by yellow and blue. Backing up here. Dia Roja not able to get the Cavalier production really rolling yet. Obviously, you got to invest a lot into that upgrade. And both players just sort of jockeying for position. Yellow's going to try to get this hill. No ballistics yet for either player, I don't believe. Some nice damage there from yellow. This is dangerous here for yellow. Yellow recognizes it's going to go back. A little more wood could have dropped the town center right there. I mentioned earlier, I really like that TC spot. And now look at this. Some respectable knight numbers starting to come in for red. What a close game, though. Vil numbers are quite close. 7 Vil lead for Team Codex. And basically even military numbers as well. Yeah, but look at this. This is really nice by Dark Knights, camping right out in front of the production buildings for Pieter. This wood line is in danger. Another Vil down. And this will be broken through quite quickly. So let's see how this team reacts. This could end up being a really epic trap. They're going in. They're diving. They are committing to this. This could be a mistake. This definitely could be a mistake. We'll see how much value they get out of this. Right now, very, very close in the score. A 50-point score difference. Ballistics coming in for blue, though. That can make all the difference. Ballistics just click for yellow. Hill advantage here for blue as well. And they've got this gap to work with. All right, yeah, I think that's a good deletion. Get those Cavalier in there. Get them in the action. This is very close. I think there's a hill advantage here for blue. Hard to tell. And it looks like the Dark Knights are going to come out on top of this. A couple more Knights here to help out. Ballistics is in for blue. Armor coming in. Yeah, the score has flipped now. 100-point score lead. I think that slight hill bonus made a significant difference. And look at this now. Some Knights getting the surround. Definitely the hill bonus now. Yeah, military numbers plummeting here for yellow. Really, really nicely played there by the Dark Knights. Yeah, and still causing a lot of idle time here in Pieter's eco. Pieter down to 50 Vils. His counterpart in the Britons up to 58 Vils. But I should note, Dia Roja booming quite nicely behind this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, and ballistics. Oh, no. That's a lot of dead Vils there. A lot of dead Vils. What a disaster. The Vils are just running for their lives. Pieter in a really bad spot here. But here's the question. A 20 Vil lead at the moment for Dia Roja. Can that eco advantage allow a really powerful late Castle Age spike for the Burgundians player? And man, look at this. Manu just doing an awesome job cranking out the reinforcements, keeping the production rolling behind all this aggression. Oh, no. This is brutal. This is brutal. Absolutely brutal. 28 Vils left for Pieter. A massive Vil lead at the moment for the Dark Knights. I don't think this score accurately reflects quite how significant their lead is. Dia Roja doing everything he can to keep them in this game. See if he can get any aggression, though. There's no raids that have happened yet, though. No damage has been caused to the eco. Finally, Manu's archers are cleaned. There's a whole nother army here waiting in the backdrop. 25 Vils left for Pieter. So yeah, I think if you're Pieter, maybe hope your teammate can get enough of an eco to sling you up. What are we looking at here? 20 Cavalier on the field, 26 Knights on the field, 25 Archers for blue, and 17 Archers here for yellow. And look at this. We've got an attack going the other way. It looks like they're now going to try to hit this pocket, who's had a really safe, uninterrupted boom thus far. 3 stables, 3 town centers. Eco's just chugging along nicely. But this is going to get ugly here really quickly. It's going to be hard. Ooh, but look at this. A counterattack and a shorter distance to travel here. So if they can get some really good damage in, they might get the better end of this. We'll see. There's absolutely nothing to defend back here. Yeah, we could be looking at a base trade situation here. Definitely not enough stone for Dia Roja to get any production down. Ooh, look at these walls. Manu recognizes they just need to limit the damage so they can get more damage on the other end. Looks like, yep, still a gap there. That TC will go down, but a lot of ills going down here for Dia Roja, down to 90. Yeah, that is a lot of knights in his eco. Ooh, look at the mango on the hill. Oh, that was really nicely done. Got a lot of damage on those Cavalier. They are cleaning a lot of vills here. But the vill numbers dropping even quicker back here. Down to 69 vills is Dia Roja. Ma has taken a vill lead over Dia Roja. So too has Manu. We're going to have damage here, but I think the damage is just so much worse over on this end. Look at the score. 1,000-point score lead now for the Dark Knights. They've really taken control of this game. Yeah, we are getting some good damage back in here, however, but that Dia Roja down to 49 villagers. Ma over here sitting on 73. There it is. GG. Well played, and it was well played indeed. Yeah, I mean, that game, honestly, was dead even until we got to this fight here at the southeast end of Pieter's base. What looked like it could, I mean, it was a very risky call by the Dark Knights to go in there, but it paid off. Looks like they had a slight numbers advantage, had a hill advantage for a good part of that fight, and obviously once they won that fight, there was just some sort of insurmountable eco damage that was done to Pieter, and then the base trade, they just won. They got the better end of the base trade. Perhaps unsurprising given the military advantage they had at the time. Very well played by both teams. That was an exciting Arabia game. A lot of action. I had a good time. All right, take a quick look at some of the statistics here. I cannot say that word properly. Look at the military army size. Yeah, I mean, this is... well, I mean, you had identical archer numbers, slightly better knight numbers, but I think... when did Dia Roja had the 26? I guess when he went in. But, I mean, these little cheeky quick walls here were a big deal, because those knights were just... those Cavalier were just hammering on that town center for a long time, not getting vill kills. And that was a lot of time that Green was just roaming around in Dia Roja's base, causing a lot of damage. Eco Dia Roja with slightly better food eco here than his Cav counterpart, but a much better eco for Monaroki than for Pieter, for quite self-explanatory reasons. Yeah, I mean, red and yellow, they had that window, I think, to hit blue. I think they moved just a little too late. I think if they had maybe a 30-second earlier jump, they get some damage in that base and are able to maybe get an engagement before Expo, or at least able to harass some eco. Because the Britain's player definitely did have a delayed castle time, but they just couldn't quite make Manu pay for it. All right. Game 2 we go. Let me actually check. So we got a Socotra and we got a Nomad. Let me take a peek at the Discord here and see which of these was the home map for Codex, which should be game 2. All right, Codex, home map, Nomad. Nomad we go. Snow Nomad. All right. What are we looking at for civs here? Codex. Yellow, Pieter Della playing as the Lithuanians. Going to be dropping his town center here. Access to 2 wood lines, gold, stone, berries. Got some deer right on top. Not bad. Not bad at all. 3 boar that are within a reasonable distance, and we'll be dropping his dock right here. All right, teamed up with Roja in the red, dropping his TC here. Again, not a terrible spot. Some great access to stone, gold, and wood. Nice close boar, some deer. And Roja playing as the Mies. Right. Looks like we can probably expect a castle drop, a Rambai play from Roja, and probably a more of a boomy approach, gather some relics, go to town with Lightus or the Nightline here for Pieter. Meanwhile, for the Dark Knights, winners of Game 1, Manu here in the blue playing as the Malians. Another pretty nice TC spot. Look at that wood line. Gold, stone, boar, deer. Can't complain there. Teamed up with... Where is he? Can we find his base? All right, green dropping his TC here, playing as the Sicilians. So these are 2 awesome nomad civs. Malians, of course, have the advantage of being able to get fishing ships out right away, much like the Persians. So you get a slight lead. Ooh, look at this. We're going to have some nice feudal engagements here between these players. And actually, if you're Roja, so Roja playing as the Burmese, looking for a castle drop, followed by a Rambai, is probably not going to want to commit to water, right? Wants to get to Castle Age as quick as possible. So he's probably going to fish as much as he can, and then maybe just run with the fishing boats, try to buy time, force Manu to invest a bit, but we probably won't see him really contesting water. So expect Manu to get the better of the water around here. Masiro. Gonna again just call him Ma. I hope that's okay. Playing as the Sicilians. Has he dropped his transport boat? It's a lost opportunity. So you can instantly produce a transport boat for free as the Sicilians, which on Nomad is extremely valuable because pop that bad boy out, you send them scouting around the map, you can find out exactly where your enemies' fish are located. Gotta say, primo real estate here for Ma. Right up in that corner. Look at all this delicious, delicious fish to harvest. And then the 4th dock, Pieter's up here, as we noted. It's a pretty narrow channel. All right, so Malians, a lot of options here. You could see an archer play. You could see a castle Gabetto play. And the Sicilians, I think kind of the meta at this point with Sicilians on Nomad is to go for a boomy approach. If you're really, really close to your opponent, you can, of course, do a Donjon Rush. But pretty normal is going for like a 4 TC boom, even a 5 TC boom. You either go into those tanky... Whoa. What did I do here? Either go into those really tanky Cavalier, if you're up against Archer civs, or you can play the whole First Crusade thing. Alright, so let's keep an eye on what these players are going for. Our Lith player, 3 fishing ships out. Going relatively heavy on food. Maybe even heavier than he needs. As Lith, you got that extra food bump. You can probably only get away with 3 or 4 on food. And send everyone else to wood. Malian's player... Going for here. Interesting. So a 2-vil lead at the moment for Pieter. I would have expected the Malian player to have the Vil lead, being able to get the early fishing ships out. But look at this, our Lithuanians player actually with 4 fishing ships. So a nice looking build at the moment for Pieter. And the 2 teammates relatively close. Close enough that they're not going to be cramping each other's style, but close enough they can give support. And kind of a similar situation up here. So these two players could play this a little bit more standard than you might be accustomed to on Nomad, right? They could go one playing Knight, one playing, one playing Cav, one playing Archer. Keep an eye on those things. All right. Yeah, still haven't seen a transport out yet for green, but look at this. Manu signaling to his teammate, has located Red's dock, and is surely planning on attacking that at the start of Feudal Age. $24 Vils now for Pieter. Got a really clean build going here. Gonna drop a mill on those berries, taking in his second boar. Or is that his third boar? I think that's boar number 3. But like I said, we're probably gonna see a fast castle into boom for the Lith player. Or maybe, given that he's sending that many, yeah, no, this looks like feudal play. Looks like he's going to contest the water. Here's a question. Yellow, yeah, look at that. Yellow knows where those docks are. Nice sheep scouting there. Take a look at visibility for other players. Roja also with some really nice sheep scouting. Manu's scouting the place. Yeah, sees a lot of the map as well. Hasn't actually noticed any of his opponent's town centers. There is one here. Maybe noticed that when the sheep left. I'm not sure. And finally, let's look at Manu here. Manu with probably the least visibility at the moment. All right, action impending. Here we go. Feudal Age on the way. 80% for yellow. He will be the first one going out. Dropping a second dock now, so let's see if he produces fires. This could just be to extend the fishing line. Or it could be to produce fires, but only one dock at the moment for green. Only one dock at the moment for blue. So these players not looking to contest water as much as I might have thought. All right, Feudal Age in for yellow. What is he up to? Dropping a couple fires. All right, fires coming out for yellow. Feudal Age just now being researched here by Roja. You see him on stone. Is looking more and more like a Burmese play. Green hasn't hit Feudal Age yet. Blue not producing fires. So look at this. Sharing is caring. Look at that, boys. Nicely done. All right, fires coming in. So the Sicilians player gonna lose some fish here, which if you are going for the boom approach can be pretty unfortunate. It's really nice to get that food bump, get that eco really cranking. He's gonna have to run with these fishing ships, and is making one fire out of this dock. But I almost. Yeah, I'm not sure what the play is. I personally would probably just let water go, because on one dock you're not going to be able to compete against 2 docks. You can maybe go for a demo approach, but I think green might just invest and lose some winning gold out of that. Blue has clicked the castle, so we got an FC build here from the Malians player. What res? No one on stone. So it looks to me like Malian's player is probably going to go for the boom approach. And what else? Really nicely done here by Pieter. Hit green, continued along over here, hitting Manu's fish. Again, just mentioned Manu FCing, and this is gonna cramp that boom a little bit. I like this. Really nice scouting there with the fishing ship. Sorry, a little sneezy. Got a lot of smoke in the air here in Southern California, and got some fires up north. Smoke makes my eyes water, makes me sneeze. Apologies. I sound a little sniffly. Alright. Yeah. I'm an idiot. Didn't even notice green had a whole nother set of docks up here. This is where green was producing the fires out of. He's going to contest water up here. And we'll try to contest it here, but not enough military there to engage. Alright, but Castle Age in for Manu. Castle Age almost in for our Burmese player. And what do we got going here? Still only one town center. Going for stables. Okay, so we're going to see either knights or camels here out of Malian's player. But content to stick on one TC at the moment. I think we'll probably see a second one very soon. The wood is an issue. Only 6 on wood. So this isn't really going to be a boom. It looks more like an aggressive play. All right. Going for a defensive castle. All right, going to drop the defensive castle and then roam with the Arambai. Makes sense. I think... Let's check here the scouting. Wow, actually. That's impressive scouting. So knows where Blue's TC is. But I think because Blue got up so much sooner, the Rojas thinking, I don't know if there's military in the field. I can't risk a forward castle. Just going to build one defensively and then go and harass Arambai. We have a second TC yet. No second town center yet. So, Manu thus far hasn't really been able to take good advantage of that early castle time. Actually behind a good bit on villas at the moment. 6 behind all the other players. Presumably because of all the fishing losses. Not sure why those fires gave up on the hunt over here. But look at this. Pieter, also on this end, has gotten control of the water. So there's going to be a free fish boom for Pieter, which, as the Lith player, you got to be pretty stinking happy about. A lot of fires. My goodness, has really committed to the fires. And look at this. On the way to Castle Age. Castle Age just now being clicked for green. Codex in a very, very, very favorable position here. Blue just getting a couple knights out at the moment. No upgrades, though. Arambai will absolutely shred those dudes. And still only one town center for Manu. So, really liking this spot. Via Roja dropping a barracks. I think probably wants to get the stable. Get some upgrades here. And Yellow has just made it up to Castle Age. What's he going to go for? Dropping a second TC right away on the stone. Presumably wants to get to Lightus. Let's see when he drops that monastery. Starts hunting for relics. And look at these bad boys. They're looking to do some hunting, and they've got some fresh meat on the menu here. We've got gold miners, stone miners, outpost. Nice outpost has located the Arambai coming in. But obviously that's some solid idle time. And poor Ma here. Look at that. Nice split. Those darts. Look how inaccurate those things are. Does finally get the kill there. But Ma still just now on the way up to the next age. Significant vill lead now for Codex as well. They're sitting on, what do we got? 87 vills over 73, 75. They got an 8 vill lead. And they've got control of water on every single part of it. But actually, yeah, look at that dock. A lot of Arambai on the field. Look at this. Spreading them out. That's dirty. Really nicely played there by Dia Roja. Meanwhile, Pieter is just going to boom behind all this pressure that his teammates putting on. Dropping the monastery now. Yep, looking for the late game. These knights, still no upgrades. These boys will get shredded. Yeah, those vills are exposed there. They will take a decent TC damage here, but I'm assuming not even fletching on those. Not a lot of damage. Oh, if they get on this. If they get on this. Do they see it? Do they see it? Do they see it? Oh, Oh, there's Sicilians. That thing goes up instantly. What am I talking about? All right. Another castle like that. That's a nice castle spot. You get the hill, stone, gold, wood. Not too shabby, but you got full military control. Why not drop a castle in their face? You know all that's out there, like, you know, a few knights without upgrades. What's this? What do we have here? We have a castle drop on the other side. 0 stone. Okay, no, dropping a TC. Yeah, it's a good TC spot. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Ripperoni. Yeah, Codex. They're just getting to all the right spots. This is brutal. Look at the Vil numbers. 57 and 56 for the 2 Codex players. 36 and 41 for the Dark Knights. That castle's up. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're Burmese, just go forward with the castles. You've got complete military control right now. Drop one right up on this hill. You could even go and drop one. Well, not anymore. You got this donjon there. Yeah, on this hill. Deny the TC. Deny the donjon. Ooh, Monka's in the mix. Ooh, look at this. Missed it. Raid coming in. 1 monk down. He didn't get any conversions. This monk will get 1 conversion. This is a nice raid here by Manu. And if you're Diaroha, I think this is actually, instead of going back, you just push in here. You know there's no defense. You just dive in, and I bet you can get even more damage. Damage output on Rambai is kind of out of control. And your teammate at least has these 3 TCs to kind of work with here. You can play the monk defense. Right, yeah, but these are Rambai. They will clean this unless Manu fails here. We got for relics in here. No relics, just a Monka. Going for the conversion. I like that. Manages to get one. These knights just getting obliterated. Massive lead. A 40 villager lead at the moment for Codex. They've got military advantage. More than twice the military in the field. Getting another conversion. Quite. Alright. Pieter has enough stone for a castle now, too. Yeah, just drop one here. Just go defensive. Protect that. These conversions, too. 2 conversions there in the mix. They're going to run into this castle, perhaps. And what about our Iroha? Yeah, just about enough for a castle. Love to see a forward one up here. The Sicilians player is trying to get back into this game with a boom, sitting on 3 TC, but still over 20 Vils behind his counterpart. 4th ton side. But yeah, these fish making a huge difference. Alright, we got some action. Rambai trying to push in this donjon. Nice spot for the donjon. It's going to provide a little bit of defense against these Rambai. They back up. Where's that next castle coming? That's what I want to know. Where's that next castle coming? Look at this. Lithuania's player dropping a stable. He's going to save the ride. Another donjon going up here. Castle, yep, castle going up there. I like that spot. What are we looking at for relics here? 2 relics in the bank. Where are the other relics anyway? There it is. Oh, and another town center there. Oh, that's so delicious. What a delicious castle. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah. Nothing in the world that anyone can do to stop it. You know what's even worse? Worse for the Dark Knights is both Codex players on the way in. So there's going to be Trebs coming out here very, very soon. This game feels quite over at this point. Good chance we see the GG called as soon. Ooh, look at this. She's going to convert over. Join the yellow team. Welcome to Team Codex, a lady. Defensive castle, but what green doesn't know is that red is not far away from Imperial Age at all. Like I said, I think we see the GG when Imperial Age is reached. enemy at the gates. That's a lot of freaking Arambai. 39 of them to be exact. Get to melt that stable. Alright. Alright. Here comes Imp. Here comes Imp. What's the reaction? No GG yet. Manu on the way up to Imp. So that's nice job catching up on it. Now, honestly, the Vil numbers aren't as far apart as they once were. Ma, only 10 Vils behind his counterpart. Manu, about 18. But the difference, of course, is the military numbers. Diroha sitting on 51 Arambai. That is out of control. Absolutely out of control. They could drop this in a second. They could drop all this. They could run back here and drop this. Nothing to stop them whatsoever. The Trebs. We got Trebs coming out? What's going on? Oh, Trebs. That's a little surprising. A little Donjon Rush. GG called. There it is. Yeah. I'd call it too if I saw that. Look at all those darts. They're so inaccurate. They're so inaccurate. Oh, wow. That was a masterclass by Team Codex. Pieter with just brilliant play on the water. Diroha with really excellent aggression. And that kind of is the Nomad meta, is you get one player who goes very aggressive with, you know, Conks, with Arambai, with Mangadai, right? With these kind of like mobile, unique units, war wagons. The other player booms behind that. And you saw that exact kind of strategy executed here by Codex. Really to perfection. Look at that, Katie. 31-1. 51 Arambai on the field. Really nice food eco there by Manu. Not even on water for very long. So had a really cooking farming eco behind all that. 3 relics in the bank for Pieter as well. So late game, it would have been really ugly up against those +3 Lithuanian units. All right. Game 3 for all the marbles. 1-1 between these two teams. Once again, this is the group stage. So this isn't the loser of this match isn't necessarily eliminated. But there's only 3 teams in each group. And a loss here makes it a real uphill climb to make it in to the playoffs. So 6 teams in each division. Well, with the exception of there is one division that has 7. So 6 teams each division, and 4 of those teams will make it to the playoffs. Best of 3 in the semis, best of 5 in the finals. All right, decider games, Socotra. Let's roll. All right, Socotra, home map for the Dark Knights. All right, get ready for some wackiness. This map is always a mess. And what are we looking at? Here for the Dark Knights in the green, we have Ma Zero playing as the Goths. Yep, Goths, very standard. Socotra, Civ, probably see some laming here in the not too distant future. Here playing as the Ethiopians. Got Manu in the blue. In the red, Diroha, who just absolutely dominated on Nomad, playing as the Bulgarians. You've got that free men-at-arms upgrade. You've got access to creposts, which are pretty sweet on this map. And then here in the yellow, Pieter playing as the Japanese. Get some nice wood savings. You got some really nice men-at-arms. And look at this. Going forward for the lane. Here comes the action, boys. First shot in for Ma. Did Ma see the villagers? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, look at that. 30-30. laming some deer. These guys came up for the hunt. So one deer down, but there's some vills here, so Ma's gonna have to run. Scout takes some damage. All in all, pretty happy with that if you're Pieter. Gonna mill these and presumably start with that ostrich. So not a very successful lane. Got going on here. Manu chilling in the back of Dia Roja's base. Sending a 5th to wood. What are we looking at here? I'm expecting men-at-arms from the Bulgarians player. Nice having that early loom with the Goths. Deal with these lions. Cleans that up. Dropping a house out here for some vision. And berries. Oh, nice back berries. Ain't lame of those. Little tiny gold there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what play we get here. Yeah, not a lot to lame for the Goths player, unfortunately for him. Look at that. Both players' herds are just chilling on that one hill. Manu's just gonna gobble those up if he can. Yeah, definitely worth dropping a mill there when you're talking about 10 ostriches. That is an insane amount of food. Alright, what we got going on here? Alright, another Vill coming out to lane. What's he looking for? What's he looking for? Pieter's not going to be able to engage with that scout. Scout's got very, very low HP. Looking to lane the gold, I think. Yep. Love it. Love it. That's a good spot, too, because that's a you know, you can drop a mining camp right there between those two gold mines. And Pieter, I think, doing the right thing again here. Going to drive off the enemy. Dropping a house there just to prevent it from being lamed. Ooh, got a nice poke in there. Ooh, TC. Oh man, I love Socotra. I hate playing it, but it is fun to watch and fun to cast. Oh, okay, it's yellow wall. I was sorry. I'm losing it over here. I thought somehow those villagers had just completed one of Green's palisade walls. Thought that doesn't make any sense at all. Look at this. Just gluttony of food here. Can't complain about that. This is ugly. Having those that far forward. You do have safe gold here. Safe gold here for Green if he needs it. Imagine a tower right there. Or crab post. You're controlling 3 gold mines and a stone mine with 1 tower. Yeah, this is funny. Pieter putting the mining camp right on top of the gold so that Ma can't lame it. And Feudal Age has been clicked here for our Bulgarians player. Dropping the barracks, but a bit late for the men-at-arms build. So not... Maybe we're not going to see men-at-arms, but... Why are we going to gold? Maybe just be late men-at-arms. Let's see what this is. Yeah, alright, going with men-at-arms. I guess they won't be too late. It'd be nice to have them entering Manu's base right when they're getting that upgrade. Yeah, this is nice. Really nicely done by Dia Roja. Knows he needs to keep it open for his men-at-arms. Just buying some time. Kind of being a pest. Oh, no! Oh, is he going to get it? Is he going to get the trap? Oh! I mean... not that big of a deal. Those dudes can still mine. But it is going to make that mining camp even more inefficient. All right, here we go. Men-at-arms rolling in. Yeah. Look, I was wrong. Dia Roja, perfect timing. These dudes hit right when Feudal Age was hitting. Gonna get a kill here. Look at the blocking. Beautifully done there by Dia Roja. Rushing up in archery range is Manu. Those men-at-arms could get in here, cause some damage. Look at the quick walls. Viper playing. Gonna get him finished. That's gonna go down. They're in. They are in. Range is up, though. They can probably get out without losing any vills. Nicely done there by Manu. Meanwhile, what do we got going on over here? Busy. Forward barracks. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Japanese need to get some ranges out. Absolutely need to get some ranges out. All right. Nice walling there by Manu. Men-at-Arms won't be able to cause any damage. Men-at-Arms could get in on this. And boy, imagine if they got over here into this. This would just be a feast on this end. Too much to follow at the moment. I don't know where to look. Yeah, trying to open up the gold mine there for their buddies. Yeah, if you're Ma, you got to be happy. You bought yourself a lot of time. These dudes could have been at your base, and instead they are just trying to knock down some palisade walls. Forward tower. I love that, although I would have liked to see it here. I think that's a better spot. I think you could still get the effect of denying archers, but you're also getting some really primal real estate. What do we got? What's the stone situation here? All right, yeah. This tower rush is going to continue. I'm digging this. I'm digging the aggression from the Iroha. I'm digging the aggression here from Ma. Ooh, Men-at-Arms get a snipe on the forward Vil. Pieter with his own Men-at-Arms. Yeah, he's gonna, I think, gonna go for the barracks or go for the counterattack. Going for the counterattack. All right. Keep an eye here. This game is bonkers. All right, where's the Iroha dropping this next tower? Got archers there. He's gonna have to go back. It's fletching to boot. Look at that. Yeah, I think you drop your second tower here. Yeah, I think that's where you gotta go. And then just try to work your way that way. Alright, what's going on back here? Ooh, that's a lot of militia. That's a lot of men-at-arms. 5 men-at-arms. One of them's really weak, but no fletching on that archer. That archer ain't gonna live very long. Too much to follow. Look at this. That's a lot of men-at-arms. That's a lot of men-at-arms. Pieter needs to get those archers ranking, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's check back in with our friends over here. 4 men-at-arms. I think you got to get that tower up, because these archers are going to get over here, and they're just going to deny it. Oh, they got in. They got in. Nice quick walls, though, there by Pieter. But this is very... He lamed this, too? Ma, you dirty. Dirty, Ma. All right. Beautiful. All right, these men-at-arms putting on the pressure, but really nice micro there by Manu. Gonna get those all clean. Will this tower go up? Can the archers deny it? I don't think they quite can, but they're gonna be close. Manu's doing a great job handling this pressure. But this pressure over here is, I think, a bigger issue. I think right now the Dark Knights have to be pretty happy with their position. They've got, they've been getting great pressure on Pieter all game. And where did those other guys go? Ooh, get in on the Iroha. Yeah, this tower is up, but plenty of gold that Ma can move to here. Archer's going out for a counterattack. This could be deadly. Gonna be an overchop here. They can get out on this wood line. These men-at-arms coming from the other side. The Iroha is about to get pinched. He's about to get pinched. Nice counter tower, by the way. There's so much to follow. I can't keep track of it all. Alright. Thing is just, there's not many archer numbers at the moment for Pieter. And look at this. Is there a hole here? I think there is. I think there is. Oh, the Iroha. Oh, that hurts. Look at this. Getting hit on that side at the same time. Disaster. Disaster. Iroha losing Vils left and right. Manu with a 10-1 KD. Nice damage on those men-at-arms there. That's brutal. Iroha 3-12 KD. So Manu putting in the work here in this game. Off of gold is Iroha, really pinned in. Out of access to those farms. Off of wood. Really, really significant lead at the moment for the Dark Knights. And where is... Alright, there we go. fletching on those, but again, you only got 3. I don't think they're going to be able to do a whole lot, especially if Manu's been producing behind this. Not sure if he has. Where the men-at-arms are back here. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Diroha losing more vills, now down to 27. Meanwhile, Manu up at 38 vills. Manu just putting on an absolute masterclass in this game. Wants revenge for all the damage he took from Diroha in game 2. Yeah. Boys are playing well on their home maps thus far in this tournament. Diroha actually has the res to go up to castle. Though, well, actually, he's got the res to go up to castle and could get a crate post. Maybe that's the play here. You get up, you get that crate post, and you buy yourself some time. Look at this, Manu splitting up. That's beautiful. And yeah, plenty of archers here to defend against this. So this counterattack's just not going to do that much. And oh gosh, man, so many things have been lamed by the Goths player over here. Yeah, this counterattack is over, and now it is Castle Age coming in for Manu. Going to have Expo, going to Stone, dropping more ranges. So we're going to see a crossbow play. Yeah, I think the play is you go crossbow and you go forward siege. The mango's in the mix. But at the moment, things looking really, really bad for Codex. Manu just suffocating Diroha there. And now Manu with the military advantage over Pieter, forcing Pieter into a defensive tower. Will that tower go up? I don't even know if that tower's going to go up. Let's see the micro. It's going to come down to micro here. Although these players are too close, they're not going to be able to dodge each other at this range. Manu really wanting to deny that tower. Pieter doing everything he can to buy some time. Will the tower go up? 1 vill down. Tower will go up. Loses 2 vills. And just camped out underneath that tower. Off of gold here. Look at that. Ma dropping a tower. Suffocation now on Pieter's side. It is looking really, really good for the Dark Knights. Nice snipes in the back there. Nice clean by Pieter. But Castle Age in. Crossbow on the way. Although I will say, Manu just lost his entire mass of archers, right? He's now just relying on reinforcements. That was a lot of potential expo that are not in business anymore. So if you're Pieter, you might take the 2 vill loss to kind of buy yourselves a bit more time. Oh my gosh, look at all the men-at-arms. That's ridiculous. Defensive tower now coming up for Diroha. And definitely, Diroha definitely doesn't have the stone anymore to get a crate post. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think the crate post would have been the better option there. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah. So Ma is content to stay in feudal age for a while and just continue cranking out these men-at-arms. Pieter's gonna stay in feudal age to produce archers to defend against them. But what that means is this. This is what it means. Bodkin, crossbow. This is a big army. Pieter is gonna have a lot of trouble holding against this. Especially if Manu can get some siege into the mix. Let's see if that's what he goes for. Another barracks. Ma is just gonna keep it up. Like, yeah, I only need 1 unit. I only need 1 age. I'm gonna go men-at-arms. We're gonna finish this game right here. That is indeed the plan. This guy shirking his duty. Dude, your home's getting hit. Go back. Help out your boys. Alright. Market coming down here for Pieter. I will say, all things considered, it's been a really impressive hold by Pieter. And Castle Age clicked. So Pieter on the way up. And these archers thus far. I mean, Manu's been in Castle Age for quite a while and hasn't inflicted any damage yet. So, has given a little bit of opportunity for stabilization here. But look at this. Looks like a castle coming in. think if you're the Aroha, you absolutely need a defensive seed workshop. Not that it matters at this point. You got a castle in your face. That's a good castle too. You're denying 2 piles of gold. PC stable. That is a brutal castle. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Look at this. Look at the men-at-arms numbers here. That's ridiculous. Those crossbow can come over there and clean that up so fast too. Yeah, this is great by Ma. He's just baiting these archers out into the open. I think they're going to get cleaned by the crossbow. The crossbow don't need to be here. There's no army for Diaroha. Diaroha's got no army. Those Expos should get over here. This is a chance to absolutely finish this. Yeah, look at this. Now these men-at-arms, they'll take down that TC in a second. We're going to see GG. We're going to see GG. It's the decider game. These guys don't want to go out early. I think we're going to have one more good fight, but it looks pretty darn over at the moment for Codex. Look at the damage output. Oh man, oh no, and the feudal archers diving into the castle fire. Alright, Expo coming in actually for Pieter. Oh, Knights getting shredded here by Diaroha. And gonna give it one last go. Trying to keep the TC up, is not able to. Those vills go down. These archers go down. The TC goes down. And it looks like Codex will go down as well. Diaroha scrambling up another town center. And these men-at-arms, they're going to drop this tower too. GG is called. Well played. And it was well played indeed. What an awesome series. I loved it. Loved it. I thought the action was so great. Game 1, extremely competitive. That game hung on a knife until basically came down to that one battle, Castle Age. Game 2, masterclass from Team Codex on Nomad. Executed the meta to perfection. And then a masterclass here by the Dark Knights on Socotra. Brilliantly played. Goths just being pain, an absolute pain. But I hate playing Goths on Socotra. Look at this, just pestering, causing a lot of problems, buying time. Right, really kept Pieter busy. Pieter, I thought, did an excellent job defending, but wasn't enough. Over here on this side, Diaroha, I think, started out with some great aggression, got this tower, but just couldn't extend that push. I think one thing that would have helped is if Diaroha had been a little more conservative with that second tower, had tried to get it within range of that first tower, and then try to continue the push behind that. But when the push ended up all the way here, it basically burnt out. The men-at-arms were killed. I don't even remember what happened to the vills. I think the vills were killed as well. And then just wasn't really able to get much value out of the investment into those towers. And then, of course, a hole in the wall never helps anyone. Manu got in there with a lot of archers with fletching and just wreaked havoc. And then from there, it was basically just a matter of continuing to tighten those screws. Quick look at the statistics for this final game. Look at the KD there for Manu. Actually, not a terrible KD there for Pieter. But look, the Goths player's job was basically just to keep Pieter busy, keep him in feudal age, and it worked. Manu was able to get up to castle age, and those Expo, and obviously the forward castle put the final nail in the coffin. Manu, like I said, just dominated that game. Won every single eco category, won the military category, had the most vills. Just domination there from Monteroki. All right. Yeah, like I said, awesome set. Loved casting it. And I'll try to keep casting games throughout this week. Keep them coming. This tournament's been great so far. Let's keep the momentum up. Let's keep the hype up. And y'all have a good night.